Prime time. Live.
Run king, brand new thing, now we start drinking. Baba touchdown.
The life of DJ Puffy began. Puffy was, Andre was marketing manager of a youth band, very small band, and we was planning one of the band fests a year, and I was doing the DJ lineup, and to be honest, we could not afford all the big name DJs. We couldn't. So, to be honest, we only had budget for 2 DJs, and we needed a third. So I was like, yo, to be honest, I DJ in my bedroom. I could fill the slot till the big names come, you know? So I was there playing my music, doing whatever. I only did house parties and stuff before. I never really did like a real club event. You know what I mean? From there, I was playing, and the guy Future, who's my manager now, he was actually entertainment manager for the Ship In, which is the same club that we were doing the event in. So he heard me and he came to me. He was like, yo, how long you were DJing? I was like, to be honest, I'm really not a DJ. He just filling a slot like that, you know what I mean? He was like, so how you feel about coming on Saturday and playing? At the time, it was a really big band called Masala, and they had a Saturday night at the club. He was like, how you feel about being a DJ for the Saturday night? I was like, I mean, I was never the type to back down when an opportunity came up, you know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, no problem. I got equipment, and I was using CDs at the time. I was like, I got CDs.
Anything and I like that. Keep on chopping the girl cause I like that. So yeah.
My real name is Andre Paris. Paris with 2 R's.
You're moving like you have those mind, girl. Push it back, girl. Yeah.
I used to play tennis for Barbados. I was big on tennis. Shout out to my boy Darian. Darian is actually touring all over the world now, top 100 in the world, so for sure. But yeah, I was fully focused on tennis. I was actually I applied to a bunch of schools outside of Barbados. My top 2, Morehouse and FIT. So I actually got like half scholarships to Morehouse and FIT, and I wanted to go, but I didn't end up going. So DJing was the next thing. I'm big on pop culture. I'm big on pop culture. I mean, and you know, DJing is a culture and is an art within itself. You know what I mean? So I really love the art, and in every interview I say this, the love for the art is overwhelming for me. You know what I mean? Like, from turntable record days to the technology that we have now, I'm inspired by all that, the history and what we can get in the future for technology as well for DJing. So that's the vibe. Currently, my main challenge as a DJ, I don't know. I enjoy it so much. I don't have any challenge. I mean, and I don't want that to be misinterpreted. You know what I mean? But I just enjoy what I do so much. So chill out. What do we do at home other than hang with my friends? Completely aside of music, we go to the beach, I guess. I ride my bike at home. But a lot of things that I do, I mean, my life is music, you know? So minus DJing or practicing, I might be producing, or, you know, I might be I edit my own videos, actually. So I work with my photographer, Alexander James, really closely. And we look at making movies and making the videos more cinematic. And I'm all about progression and entertainment, so that's what it is.
I done plan for the boat ride.
The beach, the food, and the girls.
Because, we working hard, so it's so.
First of all, let me say that every culture is different, you know? I mean, West Indian culture kind of interlocks. You know, it's like a Venn diagram, so it interlocks, but everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own flavor still. Do I have a favorite? I don't know. I will have to say Toronto. Shout out to Dr. J.
Time for me to talk the truth.
I don't know. First, let me say, over the last year, I've definitely found myself musically, you know. Before, and I had a serious conversation with my manager, I used to tell him, I say, yo, Matthew, I feel as though I'm dumbing down my love for the culture, you know. And that's because the acceptance for the art wasn't really like wide scale per se. Like, people people weren't really into DJs like that. People were just into hearing their favorite songs played a certain way. And I mean, this year I entered Red Bull 3 Style, and that's been going well. I would be honored to be amongst the top 20 DJs in the world in Chile this coming December. But over the last year, I've really taken it upon myself to express Andre and Puffy through the art more. So I'm not saying that I wasn't myself before, but I'm my true self in the music when I perform today. And that's what's really important for me now. I say this every day. Be yourself. Be and believe in yourself. For sure, for sure. Yes, emulate the greats, but at the end of the day, yeah, you can grab their techniques and you can kind of interpret them in your own way. Be yourself. No. Once you got the skills, I would prefer to look at a woman on the stage than a man. Go female DJs, do things. Before I mention my love for the arts, I've never believed in being boxed into a genre. You know, while a lot of parties I might do will be mostly soca, I always find a way to break the rules, to be honest, because I mean, I don't like to be boxed in, you know. I don't like to be caged in at all. I always trying to push the envelope and do something different. So I love to blend every single genre into my sets. And I love to add what I like to call the WTF factor. So I will play certain things that people will be like, what is that? And then you hear something else that you would never think would come after that, and you'll be like, yo, like, that's the vibe that I like to bring, you know what I mean? This is me expressing myself through the music and kind of roping you in with it too, you know? In 2015, you know, we normally set goals every year, top of the year. One of my goals for 2016 was to enter Red Bull 3 Style. You know, shout to DJ Trey's from the US. He actually encouraged me to enter the competition. Like, when we met was like 2.5, 3 years ago. He was like, yo, you should enter 3 Style, but I never believed that I was ready, you know, technically. I mean, those guys on another level. So in 2015, I said, yo, 2016, I can train for this competition. So every day I practice, I invested in new equipment. I tried to do what the guys were doing, and I kind of bring my own flavor. I tried to bring my own flavor to all of my performances and all of my sets. And 3 Style is really a mentality, you know what I mean? It's a different level and it's a different mindset than playing in a club or playing at a fete. So it took me a while to kind of get into that groove, but let me tell you, man, I don't regret it one bit. And after training and practicing so hard this year, I said to myself, you know what, I think I'm ready. And there's an opportunity for people or for territories rather, that haven't been represented in 3 Style to enter as a wild card. So I'm definitely going for that wild card spot. I uploaded the video like everybody else, and I went to work, came back home, and I saw Serato shared my video, Red Bull 3 Style shared my video. It had like 150,000 views in a couple hours, and it blew my cool. I had no idea. Like, I was like, yo, what going on? I called my manager. Like, Matthew was like, B, what you do? I was like, I don't know. I just uploaded the video. Day after that, we got like 50 bookings. I was like, what's happening? Like, to be honest, my life changed. I can tell you in a life, my life changed because of that step that I decided to make, you know? So, I mean, I don't mean to sound like a like an inspirational speaker or like a Bob Proctor or anybody, but if you want to do something, go after it. I'm living proof, you know? So many people. So, I mean, I draw inspiration from the smallest things, from a design on a wall, a painting, to a lot of my mentors, Caribbean White, Scratch Master, Simply Smooth, John Doe, Peter Coppin, Hypersounds, King Bubba, Peter Ram, Lil Rick, and it goes on and on and on. Regionally, DJs like Ryan, Private Ryan, Dr. J from Toronto, Rodney Fireball King, his presence on radio is amazing. Worldwide, people like Carl Cox, you know, I think Carl Cox has Bajan roots as well. Guys like Tiesto, David Guetta, Diplo is a mogul, Khaled is a mogul, hip hop wise, Jay-Z. I could go on and on. Robin, y'all know her as Rihanna. I mean, the most influential pop star in the world is from Barbados. Marshall Montano. Yo, I should keep calling DJs. What, Scratch Bastard, Jazzy Jeff, Jam Master J, Grandmaster Flash. Should I keep going? Nah, I done it. I love pop culture. I love fashion. I love arts. I love anything to do with people being creative. So definitely we're working on the clothing line. It's coming soon. I mean, a lot of people put out merch, but I don't want it to be merch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be just puffy or like a little screen printed logo on something. I want to be something nice, some embroidered something. You know what I mean? So we definitely got some hats coming. We definitely got, you see I wear the long line tees and stuff, some high fashion looking stuff, very minimalistic type of stuff. So, you know, look out for that. Look out for that. Look out for that. Everything will be available online, and you can check out my Instagram as well for updates.